Many of you have been asking how to kind of navigate the Telegram app as well as find the on-demand classes. So when you are on your phone, whether you have an Android or an iPhone, you want to make sure you've got the Telegram app to begin with. When you open it, you want to look for our strength training bootcamp. Little tip here, if you slide it this way, you can pin it. Oops, hold on. If you slide it this way, it's going to pin it, so it'll keep you at the top. So you're going to click on this. They've just done some updates, so those of you who have been here for a really long time, you're going to see some different changes. This little button right here is going to allow you to see everything, and then you have your tabs. So we have accountability and support. That is where we're going to check in on each other throughout the week. I'm going to ask who's coming to class, who's ready, share our weekly group photo, any updates. For instance, if the parking lot's under construction and I need to give you an update or anything like that, it's just the quickest and easiest way. So you have access to all of our previous messages. So feel free to go back through there. This little hashtag symbol at the top, if you tap this, it's really cool because it kind of filters it. So you can look at all the files or all the photos we sent in the media, any files that were sent, any voice memos that I sent or you sent, any links. So I know some of us, I mentioned the Amazon weights that Mallory had yesterday. They are in here somewhere, but you can go through and try to look for those, and then any gifts that were sent. So, and then you just kind of pull down, and I would not recommend muting this. It's not super chatty, only because if you're not somebody who's used to using this app, you want to get the notifications because you're not in the habit of using it. You can also pin anything. So for instance, if I wanted to pin something because you're like, I want to go back to this, or this is a good one. You wanted to pin the map. So you hold this down, pin, and you can pin and notify all members. I wouldn't. I would just pin only. And then up here, I can click. I'm like, okay, so we had that. And if you end up not needing it, you just unpin. And then what was this one? Okay. Unpin. That was a while ago. So the only one. So you just kind of can hold things down. It works just like Messenger. So in here is that accountability. Here on the left is virtual workouts. So same sort of thing. If you click up here on the little computer this time though, you're going to see links, and these are all the virtual workouts. You have access to all the previous ones as well as all the ones coming up. We started these back in early June. I think it was June 4th was our first class. So there's 25 virtual workouts that you can use as much or as little as you would like. All you do is you'll click this YouTube link, it will populate YouTube, and that will be in there. So Amber, she is an amazing, she's one of my virtual assistants. She's fantastic. She's actually scheduling these for me. They're all classes I've taught already, so you'll see kind of where here. So next week it will say winter session 1, week 2, and there'll be equipment and that sort of thing. So that's where you're going to find all of the group fitness classes. Sometimes conversations get in here, not a huge deal, but that's kind of how I tried to keep that a little bit organized for you guys. And then you can kind of go back and you'll see that's just all the 2 groups put together. I don't like looking at all. So let me know if you have any questions. Oh, last little thing. So this little microphone on the bottom right, you can send a voice memo, you can click it, and you can also send a video. You can attach files here. So these are things, you can have it choose what photos it sees and it doesn't see. You can do wallet. I don't ever attach my wallet. I don't need to for Telegram. You can send files, locations. We could do a poll, checklist, send a contact information. It works just like Messenger. You can use emojis, all the things. So if you have watched this, please make sure you go into the group, introduce yourself a little bit, and let me know. I hope you have a fantastic day.